presentations.
Well, I'll tell you what I did first. I had him do a presentation to me the other day, and it wasn't just, hey, there's my buddy Frank. Who wants to hear Buddy Frank talk, right? It was, this guy has the largest, fastest growing group in all of California. He's had a lot of success traditionally. I mean, if you guys don't know Frank, he's had a lot of success, made a lot of money before. So I really build him up, I edify him, I give him credibility. So when they talk to him, they understand that and they can say, wow, okay, now they're gonna give him that respect. He's not just Buddy Frank. He's a guy that's had success. He's a guy that's building this group. He's a guy that's building California. It's a whole different level at that point. Not, this is my buddy Frank, go ahead Frank, that's not what it is. So I have to edify him to kind of put him on that pedestal. He's not asking to be there, but it just gives him more credibility for that other person to hear. So that's what we did the other day.
And we have another meeting tomorrow night as a follow-up. What's so important, you know, when I meet with somebody or we meet with somebody, it's important that, especially if they're married, that the significant other, their spouse, knows about it. You know, during this meeting, I went through, I wasn't even gonna go through the comp plan, because I go, well, let me ask you a question. Based on what we've seen so far, does this look like something your husband might be interested in looking at? She was, absolutely. Absolutely. I go, great. When can we meet with him? And she was, well, let me check. I go, great. So I didn't even want to get into the comp plan. But we had a few extra minutes. I go, well, you want to see what I call the products are the fuel. The compensation plan is the vehicle. You want me to show you the vehicle we use to generate some substantial numbers with this fuel? Sure. And I quickly just drew up a little bit of the comp plan. And she's like, no, my husband definitely needs to see this. Great, when can we get together?
And what I did that whole time was just sit there and listen. Didn't say a word. Unless he asked me something, then I said something. Other than that, I didn't say a word. I just sat there and let him talk. That's what he was there for.
Does that make sense?
And this is the reason why I was doing my own presentations for a while in there for the past few weeks, and for some reason I was doing the presentations, but I wasn't making that connection. So Rico's told me, stop doing them by yourself and start bringing Frank with you, or start bringing your downline with you. He goes, take Rachel with you. So then I said, dude, I called him up and he was ready, he was available. So she didn't know he was coming. So around an hour before, I sent her a message. I said, hey, I'll see you in a little bit. I go, by the way, my partner Frank, thank God he had something canceled. He's gonna be there with us. She was like, oh, okay, no big deal.
Our job is to make sure collectively as a team we grow. And the only way we're gonna grow is if we implement the 2-on-1 presentations. If I will you, yes, that's powerful, it still works. If I was to set up an appointment for 15 to 30 minutes, would you spend 30 minutes with my business partner? And some people you can just talk to like friends you know, and many of them are on the list. You can just throw something out like, I got something important to show you, you're really gonna wanna look at this. I met a guy today who has about 130 people in his group, he's here from Oregon. Here's what he says, hey, I found a way to make a lot of money. You're gonna need to check this out. When can we get together? And it depends whose audience is. If he met a lady that she knew her son had some illness, I've got a line of products you're gonna wanna take a look at. I've got a line of products you're gonna wanna take a look at. If I can bring some information, will you spend 20 minutes with me?
Here's another one too. I just picked this up from Reed the other day, and I used it right away on 2 people and it worked great. One guy says, you know what was it? And I didn't tell him about the business, I kind of told him about the opportunity. Hey, let's sit down over some coffee and let me show you this opportunity. He's like, well, is it that stuff you were doing? I said, yeah, absolutely, with confidence. He goes, well, I'm just gonna try to buy a house and I'm gonna try to make money, extra cash that way. But if it doesn't work, then I'll give you a call. And then what I learned from Reed was this, and you can use it with Richard. I know you're smart enough of a businessman not to say yes or no to anything until you get all the facts. So let's sit down and get you all the facts. And he says, okay. Another guy out in Colorado, Cold Market, met them on vacation this summer. Lisa and I did. So he's in construction, he works around 13 hours a day. He goes, I'm really busy. I said, perfect. He goes, I work 13 hours a day. By the time I get home, I take a shower, I'm with my kids and family, I go to bed, I do the same thing again the next day. And I said, well, I know you're smart enough of a businessman not to say yes or no to anything until you have all the facts. So let's sit down and get all the facts. And for him, we're gonna do a call, so let's get with my partner Reed and get you all the facts. Because all you want them to do is to see the presentation. The more people you see the presentation, the more people that'll actually be in your business. But if no one's seeing the presentation, then no one's gonna be in your business. You guys see how that works? So if I can get 10 for 10 to see the presentation, not all 10 are gonna join, but my number goes up. Because if I only have 2 seeing the presentation, maybe one signs up, right? So it's just to get them to see the presentation, get them to speak to your upline.
Do you see the